Hi guys, this is a brief tutorial on how I made this panel dress. If this is something that you are interested in, then you want to stick around to the end of the video. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hi guys, this is just going to be a quick tutorial on how I make this panel dress. Okay, so this is a quick tip. When you have a panel fabric like this, don't stress on trying to cut and put scissors or anything, except it has like really separate patterns that you can actually cut through. This is really beaded, it's fully beaded, so if I use my scissors to start trying to cut and all of that, it's going to destroy the beautiful work that has been done. So what you want to do is just make the dress as simple as possible and let the design just shine through. Okay, I'm going to be using this nude lining as my underlay for the reception dress. Okay, so I'll be showing you, I'll be putting up more updates as I create this video. Also note that it has a front and back piece. I'm going to use the back piece to cut out the lining. I've cut out my lining piece for the back and the front. This is it. Note that the nude lining is a jersey fabric, so it stretches. The panel fabric stretches as well, so it needs to match up with the lining. Both of them needs to stretch. That's why I used a fabric of lining that stretches with the panel material itself. Also note that the exact size just blended or matched up with the size of the panel fabric, so I just trimmed off the excess net on the sides of the fabric and it was just perfect. So guys, I had to place my lining first on the floor and spread it because it stretches. I couldn't cut this on the table. I needed something flat because my table was slippery, and yeah, so I put my lining on the floor and then placed the panel on the lining, and then I cut it. So my lining is underneath this fabric right now. It's half lining. I want the lining to be short so that the rest of her body can just show. So this is it. What I'm going to do is baste. I'm going to use my needle and thread to tack my lining and my fabric together all round, right round. I let a little bit of allowance for my neckline, as you can see. So I'm going to baste my lace and my lining together. That's what I'm going to do. So this is the basting stitch. As you can see, I have stitched the neck, the armhole and the sides using my basting stitch. The reason why I use the basting stitch is just to hold it temporarily, the fabric and the lining together, so that both of them are in place and one is not longer than the other. So yeah, this is what it looks like up close. The next thing I'm going to do, is to pin the back piece and the front piece together, shoulders pinned as well as the sides of the fabric, and this is what it is looking like. Next thing I'm going to do is go to my sewing machine to stitch it up. So what I did for the neckline, I used a facing to face off the neckline. If you check my foot, it's an invisible foot. I used that to sew to edge stitch the neckline, just so that I don't break the beads on the actual fabric. Okay, so that's another tip you need to note. The zipper was done on the side. It was an invisible zipper I used for this fabric, and then I went ahead to just overlock the sides and the hem of the lining. The actual material didn't need overlocking. I just folded it, and that was it. I mean, the hem actually was folded. I didn't need to overlock it like this. So yeah, that's process. I hope you learned a thing or two. Watch out for the celebrity who wore this dress at the end of the video.
Come on, body jump. Oh yeah, come on, body jump. Oh yeah, come on, body jump. Body jump. Oh yeah, come on, body jump. Oh yeah, come on, body jump.
As you can see, this is the lady who wore the piece. Unfortunately, we couldn't take the full dress because we were just in a hurry to send this piece out to the lady, and the timeline was really short. But enjoy the rest of the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
SMS Royal 2021.